This is a complete A to Z guide, a step-by-step course on search engine optimization or SEO. Most online coaches sell the same information for over $500, but I am giving it away all for free. So make sure you watch the video till the end. In this video, we will be covering the overview of SEO and the changing dynamics of SEO, SEO tips that give the maximum results, how to do SEO for a brand new website, a comprehensive SEO checklist that you guys will surely love, the common SEO mistakes that beginners make that have the most negative impact, making your website Google's penalty proof, top 10 SEO strategies that drive 200% more traffic in just few months. Guest post backlinks are trash. I will teach you the right way to build backlinks. Apart from all of this video is filled with hundreds of value bombs, so make sure you watch the video till the end. This is a long video. This is a crash course. By the end of this video, you will know more than 99% of the people who are good at SEO. Also, you will save the priceless time, energy and money. This video is part of our free digital marketing mastery course where I show you how to become a pro digital marketer without spending thousands of dollars on paid courses. Make sure you click on the I button or the links in the description to watch our entire free course playlist on YouTube. We launch 2 free courses every month on this channel, so make sure you subscribe to get courses worth thousands of dollars for free. Since the video is long, we have timestamps for this entire video. Check the video description to jump over a particular section of the video. And also, I will recommend you guys to bookmark the video and save it to your watch later list for quick reference. As always, I along with my team have created multiple bonuses for you guys. These bonuses will include a comprehensive SEO checklist, best performing email outreach template, and a comprehensive article guideline template. If you want access to all these bonuses, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to our channel, and comment with I am learning SEO because. Once we reach 5,000 likes and comments, I will make the link to all these bonuses public in the video description. So without wasting any time, let's dive into our free SEO course.
10% of the ad revenue of this video goes towards feeding the needy. Check the link in the description for our Mission No Hunger. And the rest 90% of the revenue helps us to launch many more free courses for you lovely people. So kindly support us. So what is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization. You must be using Google multiple times a day, either through voice search or keyword search. So whenever you're searching for any query on Google search engine, let's say I search for gold price today. Here you'll see the first result is a Google ad. We already have a very comprehensive video on running Google ads. The link is in the description. You can watch that as well. It is also a part of our free digital marketing course. This is the featured snippet. So Google picks one listing from all the search results on the search results page and show it as a featured snippet. And here is the organic listing. Now, how will Google decide to show this particular website on this particular position? As you know, on the Google search result page, by default, there are 10 different results and then comes the different pages. You can see for yourself for this particular query, the number of results were massive. So how would Google even decide which website to show in the number 1 space, goldprice.org? Why wouldn't it show the website, let's say monex.com at the number 1 result? Because people has the tendency to only click on maybe the first, second, third, or even fourth result. But as you go down the search results page, the probability of a link click goes down significantly. A study was done by backlinko.com where they analyzed the 5 million Google search results page and they found out that the number 1 results in Google organic search results has an average CTR of 31.7%. And the number 1 organic result is 10x more likely to receive a click compared to the page in the number 10 spot. So that shows the importance of ranking number 1 for a particular keyword compared to number 10 position. And especially if you're ranking on the second page, then forget about driving any traffic to your website. Take your own case yourself. Whenever you're searching for any query, how many times have you gone to the second page? Or how many times have you scrolled down to the page and clicked on the last result? The probability is very low. So let's say if a million websites are competing for this keyword to rank number 1, that shows the importance of SEO. We will be covering all about the number of keyword searches per month, how to rank on number 1 position all throughout this video. If you open the website goldprice.org, this is the search result page. So if I clicked on a Google search result page and land on this particular website, I become the organic traffic to this website. Traffic that is coming from search engines. Since Google dominates the search engine market with a majority share, so whenever we talk about the organic traffic, it's primarily traffic from Google search engine. Because Bing and other search engines have a very, very small market share. Also, I'm using a very amazing extension called SimilarWeb. With this extension, you'll be able to check the traffic of any website. The traffic number won't be exact, but it's a very good approximation. So goldprice.org is driving 14.4 million visitors per month. And here you can see that 43% of the traffic is coming from search engines. So 43% of 14 million, which is a very massive number. So millions of people are coming on this website through Google search engine, that too for free. You can also add the extension SimilarWeb by searching for SimilarWeb Chrome extension. And you can click on this particular extension and add it to your Chrome browser. SEO is the most important traffic source for any company, be it a product-based company or a service-based company, or any website in general. And the reason is very simple. The SEO traffic is free. Just like you guys are loving our free digital marketing course and our free affiliate marketing course. And also I'm very sure that you will love our future upcoming free courses. And when it comes about a company where they are selling a product or a service or any other thing, if the cost of customer acquisition becomes zero, then whatever revenue they make, the profit margin increases. And the higher the profit, the better it is for any company. In this comprehensive SEO tutorial, I'll be covering everything about SEO. All this information is updated for 2021. As you all know that SEO is highly dynamic and it keeps on changing. Google is coming up with updates, especially in the last couple of years. Google has been coming up with updates on a very frequent basis. If you are new to the SEO world, then you should know that whenever a Google update comes, all the SEO people get very cautious. Because even if you're doing everything right, there is a probability that your traffic might drop. So in 2020, there were two primary updates. There was an update in December 2020 and one in May 2020. Whenever a Google update comes, they are targeting different things. Maybe they are trying to focus more on the quality of the content. Sometimes they are trying to focus more on the branding of the domain. And whenever a Google update comes, it doesn't come like as a shock. Rather, they also give you the reasons why the traffic might have increased or decreased. Similarly, there was an update in 2021 as well. It was the Google's product review update. It was again a very massive update. If you have been following our affiliate marketing course, then you should be aware about product reviews update because it is targeting all the websites that are catering to review-based article like best type queries, best guitars, best XYZ, or any review-based queries like iPhone 12 review or any other review. So the primary focus on the update was more about being very authentic with your content, that the content should be written by an expert, the website should be very authentic, and there should be a proper comparison, a proper review given. Instead of being biased, the review should be unbiased, and many other things. You can read the entire recommendation by Google on what they were focusing on this particular update. If we check the Google's December 2020 core update, it was a massive update and there was hundreds and thousands of websites dropped in ranking and many websites gained a lot of traffic because they did the right things. Here were the websites that were the winners, like verywellhealth.com. In the 7-day period, gained 210% more traffic. Credit Karma again got 186% traffic. So all these were the winners. And similarly, there were many losers as well, where the traffic dropped by 30%, 40%, or even 90%. In April, it came up with product review update. In June, there was a June core update. Then there was a page experience update in June 25th. Then there was a page experience update on June 15th. Then there was a spam update on June 23rd, another spam update, and July core update. Ultimate goal of Google is to give the highest quality possible result in the search results. So they want to remove all the spam, all the idiotic results, all the people who are trying to manipulate the search engine rankings. Like the product review update was all about affiliate websites. They are trying to just pump up a lot of different articles and rank their articles to make affiliate commission. And this update was all about giving credibility, giving proof that the website is real, that you are actually doing the review, the photo images, the videos, the people behind the websites are real, so that only the high quality results are shown in search result page. Similarly, there was a June core update, there was a July core update. So this is the first time that in a single year, Google has come up with so many different Google core updates, and they are just trying to give the best possible results. So you can come to Search Engine Land and read more about the different core updates, because as a SEO, you need to know what Google is recommended. As in the product review update, Google is giving you recommendation on what they are looking for, like express expert knowledge. They don't want just bogus article. They want the actual experts to write the article. So the product is like physically, how it is used. So more like a video review, actual proof. Instead of taking the images from the web, they want the people to actually show the product in its real sense, explain what sets the product apart from its competitors. So whenever Google is coming up with an update, they make sure that they also give you some recommendations on what they are expecting, so that the webmasters can rely on it and follow them. See, there's no hack to get a #1 position on Google search engine for your target keywords. It's all about delivering value, delivering quality, being real, and not trying to scam people. Rather, if you're real, doing unbiased review, giving quality, adding your social media profile links, showing all the reasons for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness signals, that is the EAT algorithm of Google, then you're good to go. You don't have to worry about any core algorithm update. Till the time you're following the rules, till the time you're doing white hat SEO, till the time you're following the rules, you're doing quality SEO, you don't have to worry about updates. Also, I will recommend you guys to follow this Twitter account, Google Search Liaison. It always tells you about any upcoming core update or any other news related to Google search engine. Now, there are multiple kinds of SEO people. Few are white hat people, few are black hat, few are grey hat. White hat people who do the SEO the right way, people who follow the Google guidelines. And usually the white hat SEO people don't really get scared from the Google updates because they know they are doing the things the right way. Especially in this video, I'll be covering all the white hat methods on how to do the SEO the right way. Make sure you watch this video till the end in order to learn everything about SEO that is working in 2021 and also to make your website SEO proof. So if you follow all the recommendations, there is a very big probability that your website won't be hit with a penalty. Now let's take the case study of few other websites that are in the product and service niche where SEO makes a huge difference on their top line, which is the revenue of the website. Let's look at TripAdvisor.com, one of the biggest travel website in the world. If you check the traffic of the website, it says that 124 million visitors visit this website every month. The traffic must have decreased by a significant amount because right now COVID circumstances going all throughout the world. But again, you can see that 83% of the traffic. So 83% of 124 million, which is approximately 100 million visitors are coming on this website for free from Google search engine. So you can imagine the scale of SEO, how important SEO is for any product, service, or any website in general. That is why I give a lot of importance for learning SEO, for the growth of your business, for making money online, because SEO is a skill that will help you enormously. Let's check Amazon.com, the biggest online retailer of the world. The website is driving 2.6 billion visitors every month, and 27% of the traffic is coming from Google search engine. 27% of 2.6 billion. And you also have to understand that people who are coming on Amazon have a purchase intent. So people who are coming on Amazon, they're already in the mind of purchasing something. So if the cost of customer acquisition for Amazon becomes zero, so whatever the person buys, the revenue that Amazon makes from every customer will be pure profit or pure revenue. The bottom line will increase a lot because the cost of customer acquisition becomes zero. Similarly, you can check Walmart as well. Walmart is driving 452 million visitors per month, and 44% of the traffic is coming from Google search engine. Similarly, let's check Best Buy, which is another very popular online retailer, 149 million visitors, and 41% of the traffic is coming from Google search engine. Now let's take the case of a news website. We have already catered to a travel-based website, a product-based e-commerce website. Now let's also check a news-based website. Fox News is driving 274 million visitors per month, and 22% of the traffic is coming from Google search engine. Let's check TMZ, which is another very popular celebrity gossip website, I think. It is driving 52 million visitors, and 28% of that visitors are coming from Google search engine. Let's take the case of Apple, the biggest mobile company in the world. The website is driving 433 million visitors per month, and 52%, a massive 52% of the traffic is coming from Google search engine. So a big chunk of success of the Apple company goes to the Google search engine and the SEO efforts they are putting in. I will also recommend you guys to watch our entire affiliate marketing course and our video on top affiliate websites. In those videos, I have shown you how to create and scale an affiliate website, and the traffic acquisition channel that we have used for that is also SEO. Also, if you're creating a blog on an affiliate website in general, you can sell those websites as well for a profit. And the profit is not small, it's a massive profit. You can sell the website for 30 to 40x your monthly profit. So let's say if your website is generating $1,000, you can sell the website for $30,000 to $40,000. The platform to buy and sell websites is Empire Flippers. If you go to the website empireflippers.com marketplace, you can see various websites having different monthly profit and in different niche. So here I have selected all monetization. If I select the affiliate part and sort the results, you will find websites in different niche like music, personal care, finance, legal. All these are affiliate websites in nature, and they have different monthly profit like 6,000, 4,000, 5,000, and they are selling at a multiple of 40x on average, like 39x, 46x, 37x, 39x. So this website, which is making a profit of $6,000, can be sold at a price for $235,000. So whenever you are investing your time, energy, or money in building an affiliate website or a blog, don't think that it is going for waste. Rather, whatever effort you are putting in, you are creating an online asset. Rather, you are creating an online real estate. You can also sell the website at a very lucrative price on a platform like Empire Flippers. So I'll highly recommend you guys to watch our blogging course, Amazon affiliate marketing course, affiliate website course. All those free courses are already published on our channel. The links are in the description. Now let's talk about all the various softwares that we will be using in doing SEO of any of the websites. Go to marketersfeed.com, go to My Tools section. So the primary tool that we will be using will be SEMrush. Here you can see we have a special deal with them. This is an affiliate link in nature. So if you purchase through my link, I will be getting a commission at no extra cost to you. I've been using SEMrush for many years now. I also have a very comprehensive review of the software. You can click here and read the entire review. My top 10 reasons why SEMrush is the best SEO software. Also, if you have seen the other courses on this channel, then you know I have been using SEMrush significantly for the competitive research, for finding the right keywords, to check the competition difficulty of any keyword. Even for paid media campaign, SEMrush is a vital tool to check the paid media, to check the different copies, ad campaigns, display banner. Everything related to the competitor can be done using SEMrush. If you scroll down, you can check your competitor, keep track of your past and current ranking, 360-degree view of your online presence. So why SEMrush? This is the SEO tool trusted by experts. Grow your organic traffic with complete and easy SEO tools and workflow. Uncover millions of national and local keywords. Analyze any domain's backlink profile. Run technical SEO audits. Track your keywords position every day. Award-winning tools trusted by the world's leading companies. 7 million marketing professionals have used SEMrush. And this tool alone has helped me start and scale multiple websites from 0 to 1 million visitors per month. We have an exclusive deal with SEMrush only for the Marketers Feed audience. Check the video description to get free 14-day trial. Click the link here. This is the landing page. Go through the description if you want, or else you can start your free trial by clicking here. Add your credit card information, create an account, and your trial will start. I already have an account, so I'll be logging into my SEMrush account. So once you log in, this is how your SEMrush dashboard will look like. It might look a little complicated once you start, but if you watch the video till the end, you will know everything about using SEMrush for your advantage and driving massive traffic for your website. If you don't like the tool, you can cancel the subscription. Here we have multiple domains in SEMrush. So first is the SEO domain, then the local SEO. Advertising is for the paid media. Then you can also cater to your social media and content marketing. So SEMrush does the job of multiple softwares. Especially if you're a digital marketer like me or you're running an online business, then SEMrush really helps you save a lot of money because it does the job of multiple software in a single tool. We were talking about TripAdvisor earlier. I showed you the traffic of TripAdvisor using SimilarWeb extension. Let's add the website TripAdvisor in SEMrush. Go to domain overview. So this is how the website is performing on Google search engine. SEMrush is giving you a comprehensive view of tripadvisor.com in the eyes of Google. So the website is driving 193 million visitors per month from Google search engine only. It does not cover the direct traffic or the social media traffic. The website has an authority score of 88. Higher the score, the better it is. The score is out of 100. Also, you can see the distribution of traffic from country. So the website is driving 71% of the traffic from United States, some from India region, UK region, etc. Also, this is the traffic graph for various months. As you can see, the website saw a massive drop in April 2020 because of coronavirus. And again, the traffic has been declining. It hasn't increased a lot because people are still not confident with the traveling throughout the world. You can also see the paid search traffic. If you click here, you'll be able to find all the different keywords the website is bidding on Google search engine for driving traffic to their website. Here the results are for United States. So the website is bidding for 12.9K keywords, like for Lake Tahoe, TripAdvisor, Clemson, Destin, Florida. This is the landing page they are driving to. This is the position they are ranking on Google AdWords and the volume of that keyword. The cost they are paying to Google Ads. These are estimate numbers. These are not exact numbers, but they are very close to the real numbers in my experience. Similarly, you'll also be able to find all the display advertisements this company is running, like all the different banners they are running. Click here to watch all the banners, all the different websites, that is the publishers where the ads are being run. Again, the display ads through by countries, like where the ads are being shown in various countries, the different type of ads, either they are image ad, text ad, and the top publisher category. The website is in the travel space. So naturally the travel category is the most prominent one. So you can see for yourself the power of SEMrush. You are getting so many important competitive data, which is extremely hard to get at a click of a button, that too using a software which is not very expensive. Now the power really lies in getting the organic keywords. You can see that for restaurants, food near me, restaurant near me, TripAdvisor is ranking number 4. And the volume of this keyword, like if I search for restaurant near me on Google search engine, TripAdvisor is ranking number 1. So the data might not have been updated, but restaurant near me has 16 million volume per month. So 16 million people are searching for this keyword every month. So ranking for such lucrative keyword at the number 1 position, you know how important that keyword is. Like pizza near me, restaurant near me. You also get the main competitor of the website like Yelp, Expedia, TripAdvisor, .co.nz, Facebook, MapQuest.com. The one area I like the most is go to the organic research section and go to the top pages. This is my favorite area for any website because this gives me the content ideas and also the traffic potential of various content ideas for my website, because checking the top pages of any website will give me very important data like where the traffic is coming from. Like for this particular page is driving 8% of the entire traffic of TripAdvisor. Similarly, attraction is driving 0.33%, which is 464,000 people every month. Chinese restaurant, pizza restaurant. Since this is sorted through traffic, you can also sort it through traffic percentage. Also, if you want to know all the different keywords this article is ranking for, you can click on all the keywords. See, so this particular page is ranking for all these keywords and you also get the position. So for restaurant keyword, this page is ranking number 1. For food near me, ranking number 4. Dinner near me is ranking number 4. You also get the amount of traffic that is being driven, the traffic percentage, sub feature, the keyword volume, keyword difficulty. Keyword difficulty is an extremely important metric because restaurant is a keyword that is being searched for 16 million times every month. So naturally it's a very competitive keyword because all the websites are trying to rank number 1 for this keyword. So the keyword difficulty increases naturally. The keyword difficulty is a metric out of 100. So if I was TripAdvisor or if I was a competitor of TripAdvisor, naturally I will be using SEMrush to make my competitive advantage, to create content that is better than TripAdvisor, and also to find all the metrics that I should focus on to drive more SEO traffic for my website. Similarly, if you are thinking of creating a website, then SEMrush becomes a vital tool for the success of your website. You can also export all these results by clicking on export here and export as many results as you want. On a side note, guys, also subscribe to my podcast Marketers Feed, which brings you daily actionable digital marketing and online business lessons that I have learned and experienced over 8 years of being in this field. I know your time is valuable, hence the episodes are filled with value and also short, just under 10 minutes for easy consumption. Subscribe now, the link is in the description. Now let's go back to the video. Now SEO or search engine optimization is primarily divided into two parts: on-page SEO and off-page SEO. On-page SEO is all about all the different things that you do on your own website to please the Google search engine, and off-page SEO are the various signals that Google wants for your website to have in order to look good in Google search engine and in order to look trustable and brandable. Like if I look at tripadvisor.com, if I go at the SEO dashboard, if I go for domain overview, here you see the metric backlinks. So backlink is if any website on the internet links to your website, then that will become a backlink. A backlink can be follow or no follow. Let me give you an example. So Apple yesterday announced a lot of different products. So I'm searching for Apple event. Let's open any of the article like this article on Tom's Guide. If you go through the article, you can see these are links. iPad Pro 2021. If you look at the bottom left, you see this article is an internal link. So Tom's Guide is linking to another article on their own website. Similarly, if you hover on AirTag, on the left hand corner, you can see it's another internal link. But if you go down, if you see here a report from, and you have a link here to 9to5Mac. Now 9to5Mac.com is not a website which is internally linked to tomsguide.com. If you look at the lower left hand corner, you can see 9to5Mac is a different website. If you open the website, so tomsguide.com is creating a link to 9to5Mac.com. So this becomes a backlink. So Google recommends that if you get a lot of different of these links, then in terms of Google eyes, your website is more valuable. Now the quality of link is again a very important metric, whether the link is relatable. So if you're getting a link from a relatable website, so let's say if your website is more about guitar, but if you get a link from a dog food website, the link is not relatable because Google will think, why would a dog food website link to a guitar website? So that is not a very good quality link. But if your website is, let's say, about gardening and you get a backlink from a gardening related blog, then the quality of backlink is much more high because according to Google, the link is relatable. The second metric in the quality of backlink is the domain authority of the website. So if you get a backlink from tomsguide.com, which is a very popular website, if you check the similar web traffic, you can see the website is driving 29.5 million visitors. Or even if you get a link from tripadvisor.com, which is an authority score of 88, which is extremely high out of 100, then the quality of link will be much higher. But let's say if you get a backlink from a brand new blog, which has an authority score of maybe under 10 or under 5, then the quality of that backlink will be low. Now comes the third metric, whether the backlink is follow or no follow. So for that, add a Chrome plugin called nofollow. Add it to Chrome. Once this extension is added to your Chrome browser, now let's refresh the same article of Tom's Guide and let's see whether the link to 9to5Mac was a follow or a no follow backlink. If we scroll down, here you can see there is no red dot over this particular link. So if it was a no follow backlink, then there would have been a red box across this particular link. If you look at the page source, search for 9to5Mac. Here is the link. The link usually starts with a open Ahref tag. So this is the link to the article. and you can see target is equal to blank and ref equal to no follow is not present. If the link was no follow, then there would have been another text here which says no follow. Whenever a website adds the rel equal to no follow tag, that means they are giving a signal to Google that to not consider the quality or not to pass the backlink juice to the targeted website. So if Tom's Guide could have added the no follow link, then the quality of the backlink will become 0 and Google won't consider this link. But since Tom's Guide has not added that rel equal to no follow, so the link juice will be passing to 9to5Mac and it will be benefiting 9to5Mac.com. You see all the top pages. If I click on backlinks show, so this particular page has 23,000 backlinks. So 23,000 times this page was mentioned on different websites. Now a single website can also give multiple backlinks. So it's not referring domains. Here you can see the referring domains are 706. So 706 websites are actually linking to this page and one domain might have linked to this page multiple times. Here you are able to get a list of all those referring domains. These are the backlinks. If I go to the referring domains, these are all the domains that are linking to this page of tripadvisor.com. Anchor is the word that is used to link. Like in this case, anchor will become 9to5Mac because that is the word that is used to link to 9to5Mac. If I go to the backlink section, you also get a distribution of follow and no follow. So 69% of those links are follow backlinks. So they are allowing Google to consider those quality backlinks, and no follow attribute is associated with 31% of those backlinks. Here, if you check the article of 9to5Mac, so there's a red box across this particular link. So that means this is a no follow link. So with this particular Chrome extension, you're able to distinguish the no follow and the do follow links. We will be talking more about building backlinks later in the video because building backlinks is the most difficult part. On-page SEO is much more easier because you can control the keyword optimization, you can control the technical SEO of your website. But off-page SEO, which is the building backlink part, is a little more complex and requires a lot more knowledge. And in terms of SEO community, building off-page links are the most difficult part. Now there are over 200 ranking factors which will determine what gets showed on the Google search result page on the first page. Obviously, you won't be able to optimize your website for all these 200 different ranking factors. And also the weightage to each factor is not equal. It's not like that every factor contributes the equal percentage weightage. Rather, some factors are very important, some factors are not that important. Like if you talk about the number of backlinks, if you have a lot of high quality backlinks, then that's a very good beneficial factor. But if we talk about the domain registration length, whenever you're purchasing a domain, for how long you purchase the domain for is not that important factor, but yes, it could move the needle. It could be a good positive signal. Throughout this video, we'll be talking a lot about all the various important factors that will help you do the better SEO of your website. But the most important factor is the intent. Google has been moving more and more towards the intent because Google as a search engine is a company and they want to be profitable, and they will only be profitable if they are able to deliver what they are promising. Google is a search engine and their job is to give the best search result possible. And that will only happen if the person who's searching for a particular keyword or a particular query, like in my case, I'm searching for best acoustic guitar, then the job of the Google will be accomplished when the person who searched for a query gets all his questions answered in the first result itself. So my intent while I'm searching for a query like best acoustic guitar could be multiple. But the primary intent could be that I might be thinking of buying a guitar and I'm trying to find some more reviews, some more options. So the first article that is ranking here, the 13 best acoustic guitars 2021, you'll find that the intent is fulfilled in the best possible manner. They're giving 13 different options. The Music Radar is a very popular website. It's high authority. The website is driving 3.9 million visitors. The website is in the niche of music. So all the good signals of SEO are benefiting this website. And also the article is very comprehensive. It covers everything related to guitar knowledge, acoustic guitar knowledge. They have images, features, prices, pros, cons, descriptions, links to buy, buyer's guide. So the intent of the person who's searching for the keyword is getting fulfilled. Since the last few years, Google has really pushed upon the factor of intent. They really want the searcher's intent to be completed. So if two high authority websites are competing for the same keyword, Google will always give preference to the website which is giving a better user experience. If the website is loading at a very fast pace, whether the website is a brand or not, is it relevant, is it related to the niche that the keyword is talking about. So especially in the coming years, you really have to focus on the searcher's intent and giving your users a great user experience. And that will help you stand out among all your competition. Because SEO knowledge is something that almost all the website owners will have. But the added advantage for all the people will be to understand the nuances of SEO, which is the ultimate goal of Google is to give the best user experience. If you can follow all the rules, if you can make Google look good in the eyes of the user, then Google will really help you out. Whenever I'm trying to understand an algorithm, I use this particular line and it has really helped me over the years. Whatever social media network or whatever network you want to dominate, it could be SEO, it could be Instagram, it could be YouTube, the ultimate goal should be to benefit the platform. Like in the case of YouTube, the primary factor is watch time. YouTube wants more and more people to spend as much time as possible on their platform because that will help them show more ads and hence make more money. So the ultimate goal of your channel should be to provide so much value so that the person who is watching one of your video ends up watching multiple videos. And if the user is doing that, then YouTube will automatically promote you. Similar is the case of SEO. If you're covering the searcher's intent, if you're giving the best user experience while following the other important factors, the ones mentioned in this article, then you're good to go. So if you go through all the domain factors, they are multiple, like domain registration length. The domain name should not be keyword stuffed. So let's say if you're targeting a keyword like best acoustic guitar, instead of creating a domain like bestacousticguitar.com, you should have a brandable domain like guitarworld.com. Guitarworld.com signifies a website covering everything about guitar. So if you're stuffing the keyword, that is again a very bad signal to Google. Keyword in a subdomain similarly. The domain history, exact match domain I just told you. You should not have an exact match domain. Public versus private host is another small factor. Whenever you're purchasing a domain name, your information is publicly visible. So many registrars like GoDaddy and other registrars offer you the service of making your information private and showing a domain information. So you should usually go for the public because that again brings more trust the domain. Then comes the keyword optimization, technical SEO, backlinks, internal linking, content quality, content length. There are just too many factors. The most important factor for me in 2021 will be the EAT algorithm. The EAT algorithm, or the EAT, stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. So whenever you're creating a website, be it a blog or an affiliate website, if you are following my affiliate marketing courses, then one thing I really want you guys to focus on is EAT. Even if you go to my website, marketersfree.com, you'll see a very comprehensive about section. Like who we are, what we do, why are we doing this? All this is covered in the about section. Most of the people, whenever they start creating a website, they keep a very small about section. And imagine your visitors. If someone is coming onto your website, how would they even figure out what the website is about? Who are the people behind the website? So expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness is all about all the signals that you can give to Google in your website, that your website is not a scammy website. Rather, it's a brand. I always try to focus on building a brand instead of creating a one-shot website. So let's say if your website is about gardening. So I found this website gardentherapy.ca. If we check the traffic on SimilarWeb, you can see 524,000 visitors per month, a very good traffic number. So this is the exit pop-up, free mini course. If you have watched our blogging course, affiliate marketing course, or if you are following all the free courses that we have uploaded, then I've already showed you the power of creating pop-ups. By creating this pop-up, they are taking the email ID. I'll also recommend you guys to watch my email marketing course. Once they take this email ID, I'll be taken into the autoresponder where I'll be sent automated emails. And I'm sure after a few emails, this particular website will start pitching me a video course or a PDF or something, which I'll buy if I'm into gardening. That is one very important and a very amazing way to monetize your website and make some decent income. So we were talking about EAT, which is the principle of expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. If we check the website here, it looks a very good brand. It has a very nice logo, nicely structured menu structure. On the right hand side, you know about the author, like about Garden Therapy. She is Stephanie Rose, and here she has a very comprehensive about page. She has the name and the image of her. So this shows to Google, okay, the website is not run by a scammy person, rather someone who is very real. She has links to all the different articles, her Pinterest page, her gardening PDF, and all the different things that she can tell Google in a way that, okay, this is a genuine website. She also has links to privacy policy, cookie policy, disclaimer, and disclosure, which are again very important pages that every website must have. And Google also looks at that. Like she's also communicating in the comment section. She's also replying to people. All these are small signals that you're giving to Google that yes, the website is real in nature. There are multiple things that you can do to improve the EAT signals of your website. I will be launching a very comprehensive SEO playlist very soon on this channel. So make sure you subscribe. This particular video will be an overview of the entire SEO concepts, the things that you should do, the things that every SEO professional must know. I will be uploading a SEO playlist very soon, where I'll be covering all the different things that you should focus on, the technical SEO, the tips, tricks, advanced SEO, and all of that. If you have links to your social media, always add links to your social media. Like I have links to my YouTube channel, LinkedIn, podcast, Twitter. This gives a signal to Google that yes, the website is real in nature. The website is run by an online figure or authority. Because see, Google is run by crawlers. They don't have real human beings checking all the websites. So they only have crawlers, and you have to make their job easier in finding out, yes, the website is run by an expert. So let's say the website Marketers Feed is talking more about digital marketing, and I give free courses on digital marketing. How would Google even know that I'm an expert in good digital marketing, right? So you have to give all the signals to Google that yes, I'm an authority in digital marketing. Like I've been doing digital marketing for over 8 years. So I might link to my LinkedIn. This channel will become big as well. Like if people start searching for Marketers Feed a lot on Google search engine, that is again a very good signal to Google. Telling Google that yes, people are searching for our website Marketers Feed by searching for the domain name. So this website must be trustworthy. So all these small signals really accumulate and help you in creating a EAT algorithm for your website and creating expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness.
Real learning and growth comes when you don't just watch but actually implement. So if you are in the one person who are not just watching but actually implementing, then join our free profitable website challenge. Your chances of success will be 100x more. The link is in the description. Our free challenge is an entire blueprint of starting and scaling a profitable website from scratch. Now you must be thinking, if I can just watch this video, then why should I join the challenge? With our free challenge, you will get daily tutorials, tasks, lessons, reminder emails taking you one step closer to your goal. Advanced strategies that are not shared on this YouTube channel. Exclusive checklists and worksheets. Ask your questions and get direct feedback. A close-knit community of like-minded, passionate people who have the same goal as you to create a profitable website. Lastly, there will be lots of giveaways and bonuses as well. So wait no more, watch this video till the end and also sign up for our free profitable website challenge right now. Link is in the description.
Now let's talk about one of the most important part of SEO, which is keyword research. Like I told you earlier, if I search for anything like best acoustic guitar, then best acoustic guitar becomes a keyword. Let's look at the website musicradar.com. Let's copy the domain name of the website, enter the domain name, go to domain overview. Let's say if I want to make a website like Music Radar, I'm into music and I think music is the perfect niche for me. A niche is something that a category that you love and you want to create a website on. So let's say if I'm into a music niche and I think guitar will be a perfect thing for me. Then I go to musicradar.com. I add it in SEMrush, click on search. Here I'll be getting all the traffic data for all this website. So you see the website is driving around 2.8 million visitors per month. This is the traffic trend. But let's say if I want to find out all the keywords which are driving traffic to this website, like I showed you earlier for TripAdvisor, then these are all the keywords, like top organic keywords. I can click on view details. And these are all the keywords that are driving traffic to musicradar.com. Now guitar picks is the most popular keyword for this website. So if someone searches for guitar picks, let's again search for guitar picks on Google. You find that Music Radar is ranking number 2, 11 best guitar picks. If you follow our affiliate marketing course, then you will understand it much better, where I show you how to create and scale an Amazon affiliate website. Again, Music Radar is an Amazon affiliate website. It has an article on 11 best guitar picks. So you know that guitar picks is a keyword which is driving around 1.81% traffic, and the guitar picks being searched for 49,500. And this article is ranking for this particular keyword. So if you open this article, so you can see that this article is driving 28,000 visitors per month on musicradar.com. Now imagine all these people are searching for guitar picks. So the buying intent is very high. And if you want to find out all the keywords for which this article is ranking, you can scroll down and see all the keywords. So if I click on view all 617 keywords. So if I want to create an article like best guitar picks, and if I want to beat musicradar.com, and if I want to rank number 1 for all the keywords, then here are all the keywords that I should target in my article. Guitar picks being searched for 49,500, best guitar picks at 2,400, acoustic guitar picks, and you also get the position ranking for this article for various search terms. Right now we are only focusing on the US traffic, not the UK and AU, because I have currently selected US. And if I want to optimize my article for all these keywords, all I have to do is click on export and export all the keywords or the first 100. I usually export the first 100 because those are the most relevant keywords, and optimize my article for all these keywords. Now you know the power of SEMrush. With a single click, you find all the keywords that your article should also rank for. If it would have been a manual process, it would have taken you many hours of research. Another important metric that you should focus on is the keyword difficulty. As guitar picks is a very popular keyword, so a lot of different websites are trying to compete for the getting number 1 ranking for this keyword. As you know, Music Radar or even guitarworld.com, all these are very hype authority websites. They have been in the industry for many years, and they have some really good solid backlink profile. And if you go to the backlink analytics, you see that this particular page has 95 referring domains. Now the number is very high. We'll also have to see the quality of backlinks. You can see some backlinks from very high authority websites as well, like 61 to 70 domain authority, 71 to 80. So they have backlinks from all the different categories of website, the smaller, fresher blogs as well, and also high authority websites. 95 referring domains is extremely difficult to achieve, and a page authority score of 42. If you want to check all the referring domains of this article, you can also click here and find all the websites that are linking to this article, like Answer New, Offer Coupons, Gem Tracks, Keyword Research Online. So I see that the relevancy is not that high. You are not finding a lot of websites that are related to guitar or guitar picks, rather some very general websites like Best Apps Finder, etc. So the quality of backlinks, I will say, is not very high, but yes, they have a lot of different backlinks. If I want to check the backlink, I can hover over it and click on view. So here you find compare your keywords and the link to this, and the link is no follow in nature, so the link is not getting passed. You can also filter the results according to the authority score or the category, new, lost, and other filters. So this makes your job very easy. You can also export the results. I'll also be showing you how to send emails to these people and get backlinks for yourself as well. So if you're just a beginner or you're just starting out with building your first blog or first affiliate website, going after a keyword which is a difficulty of 70 or above, I won't really recommend that, because you need a lot of experience in SEO and a lot of data and a lot of budget and also a risk appetite to start competing with very big websites like Music Radar or guitarworld.com. Rather, you should target long tail query like guitar picks for XYZ, or maybe best acoustic guitar for XYZ. So if you focus on very long tail query in the start, it will be much easier to rank because the keyword difficulty will be low. Obviously, if you go for a longer tail query, the volume will also decrease. You won't find a very high volume, but then again, it is easier to compete in a low difficulty keyword, rather target a very high difficulty keyword where the probability of you ranking will be low, and rather it might take many years of hard work to even rank in the first result. So that is the reason I say that following your passion is good, but then again, you also have to consider the data, and SEMrush gives you the exact data and will help you make your decision much faster and a much more reliable decision. Do you know you can also refer our free courses and earn exciting rewards? To know more, check the refer and earn link in the description. Now let's talk about content, how to write the content for your article. Let's say you have selected this article, best guitar picks, and you want to rank on the keyword best guitar picks and guitar picks. Now let's check the article of musicradar.com, best guitar picks. Now I told you earlier that whenever you are writing an article, the most important metric is the searcher's intent, what the person is searching for. So here, if I'm searching for best guitar picks, then I might be a guitarist. I might be looking for the best guitar pick for me to use. I might be a journalist. I might be searching for what other people are recommending for the best guitar picks. But the primary intent will be for people who are searching for looking to buy a guitar pick, and they're looking to buy the best company. That is the reason they are in their initial research phase. They're trying to figure out the best companies out there. What are the other websites recommending for as a best guitar pick? So the intent is clear. People who are searching to buy a guitar pick. So let's look at the article, which is ranking number 1. Since this article is ranking number 1, so obviously Google must have found something really good about the article. So let's try to skim through the article. So here's the title, 11 best guitar picks. Our expert choice of the best plectrums for acoustic, electric and bass. So expert choice. So it is recommended by an expert. Let's check by Music Radar, total guitar, guitarist. Let's see by Music Radar. So it's not the name of a person. Also the author page is not available. So I'm kind of shocked to see this. I've already talked about the EAT signal, that is the expertise, authoritativeness and trustworthiness. It's a must to have the name of the person who has written the article here, to have an author profile. Or also, if someone clicks on that author profile, it should be clearly visible. The name of the person, the social media profiles of the person, a short summary of the person, the different articles that person has written for the website. Those are very good signals. Although this website is not doing, I recommend you guys to always do that. To have a very strong author profile. The description of the author, the social media links to the author, the LinkedIn page, the Twitter page, the Facebook page. Try to give as many signals to Google as possible, showing the authoritativeness of your website. showing the trustworthiness of your website. So a small line and then a small image, again very good signal. So if you don't own the copyright of the image, always give image credits. Here they have given the image credits to Future. You don't have to link to the credit, but always mention that it's an image credit. So they have jump to links as well, product guide and buying advice as well. A small intro, all the links where you have this red box, because we have a nofollow Chrome plugin. So I'm sure these are affiliate links. As you can see in the lower left corner, let's say if we click a link here and try to open the link in a new tab, and here you can see tag equal to GeoRiot US default, etc. So this tag is an Amazon affiliate tag. So that means if I click on this link and purchase something on Amazon, then Music Radar will be compensated by Amazon under the Amazon Associate program. I already have a very comprehensive video on starting and scaling an Amazon affiliate website. The link is in the description. Make sure you watch that video as well to really understand or even create a website for yourself. So the nofollow link is because Google recommends that your affiliate link should be nofollow in nature. That is the reason they have a nofollow tag. But if you see here, they have an internal link to strumming. So strumming must be a different article on their website, like improve your strumming and picking in 20 minutes. So the internal link is not nofollow. So that is the recommendation by Google. And also it's a good practice to add as many relevant internal links. Adding internal links is very good, but then again, the internal link should also be relevant. So guitar picks and strumming go side by side, go hand in hand. That is the reason adding internal link to strumming, adding internal link to best electric guitar, acoustic guitar, bass guitar. These are very good internal links. So if this particular article has 93 backlinks, as we checked earlier on SEMrush, then all that link juice is also getting passed to the internal articles, like the best electric guitar, best acoustic guitar. And that is another very good signal for your website. And also it's a very good practice to get your other articles ranked number 1 as well. I will be showing you a plugin that we use for internal linking. If you go to the My Tools section and scroll through it, I recommend a plugin called Link Whisper. This is the plugin I use for internal linking on autopilot. You don't have to do everything manually. Rather, it will give you the best recommendation for internal linking by giving you the best articles that you must internal link with the right anchor text. So I recommend trying Link Whisper. Click here. And I have already covered about this plugin in our blogging and affiliate marketing course. Make sure you watch that as well. And you can try Link Whisper. It's an amazing plugin. So going back to the article. So they have given some recommendation. Now they have given a recommendation in a tabular form. So image of the product. Showing images is a very good way to really make your article stand out, because people are visual learners, and also more and more people are focusing more in the visual learning. That's the reason you'll see a very massive growth of Instagram and YouTube. Again, the retailer where they are selling. All these are affiliate links. That's why you see a red box, because we have the nofollow Chrome plugin. And these are all affiliate links. Adding a table is a must for every affiliate website owner or any blog owner, because not many people are in the habit of going through the entire article. Rather, they'll focus on the table and they'll see their best recommendation and click on it and purchase. And also this will help you in getting a better CTR, which is the click-through rate. And if you send more and more people to Amazon, as you already know that Amazon is more about cookie based. So if someone clicks here, the cookie of Amazon is added in my browser. So if I purchase anything in the next 24 hours, then Music Radar will be compensated, not just a guitar pick. If I purchase anything on Amazon, then Music Radar will be compensated for it. Again, if you go to our online marketing tools page, go to the Amazon affiliate related tools, and here we have a plugin called AAWP. Click on try AAWP. This is the plugin that I use on all my blogs and affiliate marketing website to create beautiful looking tables. Affiliate tables that really help me increase the conversion rate of the website and increase the revenue of the website by almost 20 to 30%. A small investment in this plugin has really helped me make many thousands of dollars, because creating beautiful looking tables that are also mobile optimized is a must have for any blog or affiliate marketing website owner. Looking back at the article, I really like the whole part of giving the best product pick, best guitar picks, product guide. A very nice title, star rating, different links for Walmart, Musician's Friend and Amazon. So they are not limiting their links to just Amazon, but rather to all the different retailers, and all these are affiliate links. They're also showing the price, pros, cons, a small description, image of the guitar pick. I see they also have a lot of Google ads as well to make extra revenue from their website. Let's scroll through all the different picks. So we have 11 different guitar picks. Then today's deal top, again a table, which is another very good thing. And then they have a best guitar picks buying guide. So here, if someone is searching for looking to buy a guitar pick, they get all the information, like what are guitar picks made of, essential accessories, although not a very strong or not a very big buying guide, but I think it is doing the purpose. Now, since Music Radar is a very big brand, they already have authority of the domain name. So getting an article like this ranked is not that difficult because the musicradar.com is again itself a very big brand and a very niche relevant brand. Music is directly related to guitar. So it's not like a dog food website is talking about a guitar. Rather, a music related website is talking about guitar picks. So the relevancy is again checked. The quality of article is again checked. The article is nicely written, very beautifully organized. The length of the article is a little crucial, I think. It's not that long as I expected. One another addition they could have done is adding YouTube videos. They could have created a channel of their own or maybe embedded a YouTube video of someone else who might be talking about guitar picks or how to choose the right guitar pick. They might have added the video in the buyer's guide because that again will help increase the on-page time, because if someone clicks on the YouTube video, they are more likely to stay on the article and hence will increase the on-page time. So overall, a very nicely written article. They have the internal links, affiliate links, or no follow, nicely written article, grammatically correct. So overall, I like the article. So they are fulfilling the searcher's intent. So if you want to write an article like this, what changes would you make? Obviously, they are doing a right job. You will be covering the good points of this article. The other thing you can do is you can use a tool like Surfer SEO. If you go to the online tools page of our website Marketer Suite, search for Surfer SEO. I highly recommend Surfer SEO for anyone who's starting to create a website, especially a content-based website like a blog or a Amazon affiliate website. I have been using Surfer SEO for last 1 year and they have really helped me in doing on-page SEO and creating an article which does not even require a lot of backlinks. So you will be able to optimize your website and your article in such a way that even with less backlinks, your article will be ranking because you'll be covering everything related to searcher's intent. So Surfer SEO is the best tool to write and optimize your content faster than ever. As I told you earlier, the most and the biggest expense for any website owner is in the content. If you're writing it yourself, it might take many months, and if you're outsourcing it, we also have many different companies that you can use to outsource your content requirement. Like if you go to our page marketersuite.com, online marketing tools, we have various companies that I have used in the past and I'm still using and I highly recommend, because there are many different content writing companies out there in the market and not all are good. Since content is a big investment, you'll be spending many hundreds and thousands of dollars. You would want the best quality content. So Word Agents, Niche Website Builders and Content Refined. If I want to recommend two, then Word Agents and Niche Website Builders are the best companies out there who will give you perfectly SEO optimized, and even these two companies use a Surfer SEO to write their content. So if you're writing the content yourself and if you want to create the guidelines yourself, you can use Surfer SEO, or you can outsource the content requirements to Word Agents and Niche Website Builders. If you use my affiliate link, these are my affiliate links, I will be getting a commission, but I have special arrangements with them. You will be getting extra content which is not available to general public. If you don't have a big amount to invest, then you can even write the content yourself. I also recommend, especially for beginner bloggers or affiliate marketers, to write the first few content yourself, because if you yourself don't know the process of writing the best article, how would you even check the quality of article that is being delivered from all these agencies? So you can invest in a tool like Surfer SEO. I already have the account, so I will be logging into my account. Here they have multiple options: content editor, audit, content planner, SERP analyzer, keyword research, and a lot more options. I've already made a search for content editor on best acoustic guitar. So let's search for that query. I already have it in drafts because I did that earlier. So if I search for best acoustic guitar and if I click on the settings icon here is the results, and they have already analyzed the top 10 results in the Google search result. Like Music Radar is #1 ranking for best acoustic guitar, and that is the content score. They have a proprietary algorithm to give a metric like the number of words of the article. As I told you earlier that the best recommendation is to add 500 to 600 more words what the top 3 or 5 results are adding. Like if I go down here, you'll see that the average content length that Surfer recommends is 5,332 words. So you don't have to do the process manually. You don't have to go through the entire search results, add the article in a particular online tool to find the word length and find an average. You get that done automatically using Surfer SEO. You also get to know the number of paragraphs you should have, the number of images you should have, the headings you should have. And these are the terms that you should always have in your article. Like since we are talking about the query best acoustic guitar, I haven't yet added the best guitar picks. But even if you're talking about a different query like best acoustic guitar, these are all the different queries that my article must have, because these queries are added in the top 10 articles or the top 3 articles. You can also add the other queries that are recommended by Surfer. Then again, very important thing people also ask for. Like if I search for best guitar picks, you also have a section on Google search engine. People also ask. And if you add these questions in your article, then don't you think that Google will find it more relevant and more helpful for the people who are searching? As I told you earlier, that intent is everything. You have to fulfill the user's intent. The person who is searching, the intent should be fulfilled. And that is the most important metric for 2021 and also for the coming years. Google is shifting more from the backlink part and more towards the intent part. They want people to be happy when they come on Google. They don't want people to be scammed, because Google stock will only rise if people start loving Google. So you get all the questions that you should include in your article. You don't have to do it manually, or you don't have to hire out a freelancer to do that. The tool will do it yourself. You can also create all the notes. You don't have to create a separate Word file, because creating separate Word file for all the articles and then managing them and then again giving them to the freelancer if you have a team, or doing it yourself, you can create notes yourself. So you have SERP Analyzer. You can also write the article here. So if your article is being given by any of the company like Word Agents or niche website builders, you can add the content here and check the quality score, whether your article is at par with the competition. Also, I'll recommend you guys to use a company like copyscape.com. If you're using companies like wordagents.com, niche website builders, you really don't have to focus on the plagiarism of the content, because these are trusted brands. If you check Try Word Agents and Try Niche Website Builders, both of these companies, I know the founders. I know these companies are trusted. I've been using them for a couple of years now, and also have an affiliate partnership with them. So they will be giving you extra content, and I know the quality of the content will be good. But if you are writing the article yourself, or if you have your own content writers, then I will recommend you guys to buy credits on copyscape.com. It's a plagiarism checker. So content writers, if you hire online, I have been scammed a lot. Finding a good content writing agency is an extremely difficult job, because even if you hire a content writer, he might do the job in the first few articles, but very soon he'll start copying the content. You might check a couple of articles on Copyscape to see if the content is plagiarized or not. But the moment you start slacking off, the content writer will start copying the content, but you will be paying him the entire amount. So make sure you check the content on copyscape.com for plagiarism. And I always recommend you guys, if you're not going for a company like Word Agents or niche website builders, then to also hire editors, because the content a content writer will give won't be edited. It might have grammatical mistakes and many other things. You also need to make the article coherent. You can use a tool like Grammarly, a free online writing assistant. It's a free tool to edit the articles, but hiring an editor will really speed up the job, and it also will increase the quality of the article, since the whole base of a website is all in the content. So content is extremely important. Content, keyword research, and on-page SEO go hand in hand. So these are extremely important metrics. I have learned all of this by spending thousands of dollars and many years of my life. Not everyone will give you all the knowledge that I'm giving right now. So these are the mistakes that I've already done. I don't want you guys to repeat the same mistake. So now let me also give you a summary of the best on-page SEO signal metrics that you should follow. So let's take a keyword like best VPN. Here you can see the 4 different ads. We already have a very comprehensive video on Google Ads. You can check that in our digital marketing course playlist. One great hack to drive more traffic to your website is to use Google Ads for your advantage. If you've seen our Google Ads course, then you know that copywriting is extremely important. To get higher CTR, that is more people clicking on your ad, will help you get a higher position in the Google ad, because higher your position in the Google ads, higher will be the CTR and more people will be able to convert. Like for best VPN, they have Express VPN, the best VPN, 30-day money back guarantee. So the ultimate goal of Google ads is to write the most copyright worthy text so that it gets the highest CTR. So all the advertisers are trying their best to get the highest CTR. Then they will be ranked number 1 for their different competitors. And as a Google search engine, as a SEO, you are also trying to rank number 1 for the different keywords. And one great way is to get higher CTR on your Google search result page. So let's say if you're ranking number 2 and this result is ranking number 1. So if you can show Google that more people are clicking on your result compared to the number 1 result, then Google might promote you to the number 1 result even with fewer backlinks. This is a strategy I've been using for multiple years and it has always worked like wonders. You can also do one thing, like if you search for any coupon related website, as a search for Amazon coupon, you can see that most of the results are showing the month as well, like Amazon promo codes and coupon, August 2021. This is because people are always looking for recent coupons. They don't want an expired coupon. So by adding the month in the meta title, the CTR increases, which is the click-through rate, and hence more people will be coming onto your website, and you're giving Google a very good reason, okay, you should list my result on the number 1 position. Similarly, this website is doing 80% discount, 10% off coupon. They're trying to entice the people to click on their result. So adding the month, adding the discount coupon, dollar value, 70%, 5% off will help you get a higher CTR and hence better ranking. So always try to optimize your meta title for getting higher CTR, because that will help you drive more traffic. Another thing for on-page SEO is always try to have a very clean URL structure. Like if I click here, you can see techdata.com VPN. They're not adding the best VPN service 2021 in the URL. Rather, it's a very clean URL, best VPN. Your URL should only include your target keyword. Here the target keyword is best VPN. So they have only included their target keyword best VPN. So this is another good recommendation. I've already told you about adding internal links, outbound link, using a tool. Another good thing you can do is, here you can see along with the target result, they have few of these drop down menus. You can add this using go to marketersfeed.com, go to the My Tools section here and come to Amazon affiliate related tools. Here you'll find a tool like Schema Pro. If you go to try Schema Pro, this tool will help you get more traffic from your website from the Google search engine. Here you can add FAQ schema, product review schema, article schema. There are multiple different schema. If you want to get ranked in all these different drop downs, you can use the FAQ schema. Also, you can get more real estate here by adding the FAQ schema. You can use the FAQ schema here to get more traffic and more real estate in the Google search engine. This is another very good way to drive more traffic and make your listing stand out. Also, your meta description should also be very click-worthy. Here it says that ExpressVPN is simply and the best VPN. Having the main keyword in the description is also recommended. As you can see, whenever you're searching for a keyword, your main keyword is getting highlighted in the description as well. As you can see that most of them have the main keyword in the description. So always try to have your main keyword in the meta description as well as in the meta title while making your meta title highly click-worthy. I don't want you to create clickbaity, rather it should be click-worthy. Then you should have basic structure of having H1 heading, H2 heading. Here is the main heading. Then you have H2 heading is here as the 2021's best VPN service. Here they also have the main keyword in the H2 heading, best VPN service. This is another very good recommendation. Well, here if I search for best VPN, you can see the best VPN keyword is added 17 times on this page. Excluding the top heading, you can see best VPN has been added multiple times. So it's not like you have to stuff your keyword in the article multiple times. Rather, even if you're adding the main keyword a few times, that's a good recommendation. If you're using SEMrush according to my recommendation, then you already have a list of keywords that you should be targeting. So you can add your main keyword few times, then also add the different other keywords that the top one article is ranking for throughout the article. This is the reason I recommend to write longer articles, 3,000 to 4,000 words, so that you can add more different keywords in your article and hence drive more traffic to your article. Then the next is internal linking. You can again use Link Whisper. Go to marketersphere.com, my tool section, and here you have Link Whisper. I've already told you about this. Link Whisper is an exceptional tool in doing automated internal linking. Internal linking is a great way to drive more traffic to your website. I've already covered internal linking in depth in our blogging and Amazon affiliate marketing course. I will highly recommend you guys to watch both the courses because those are filled with value. Then you should also compress your images using Short Pixel. Compressing the images make your website light and hence your website loads faster, and that's another very good signal. Page experience report is highly being focused by Google. As I told you earlier in the Google update section, the page experience update was launched on June 15th. Page experience is all about Google telling you the website should be extremely enticing. It should be fast loading. It should be easy to read. Formatting, there should be very few errors. The website should be fast loading in other areas of your website which can be improved. So page experience is another very important area that Google is focusing on. So you can use Short Pixel to compress the images again. We have recommended using WP Rocket to make your website extremely fast. And if you're using HostGator as a hosting, this also makes your website loads faster. And if you want extremely fast hosting, then you can use Kinsta. It's a premium hosting. It's much more expensive, but this will make your website extremely fast. So these are other signals that you can do for on-page SEO. You should also have some outbound links, not just internal links. You can also add some relevant links. So here the article is about VPN. So TechRadar could link to outbound links to maybe a VPN about Wikipedia link, like VPN Wikipedia, let's say. So here Wikipedia is a high authority website, so they can link to Wikipedia. This is also a good signal to Google search engine that we are linking to high authority website because Wikipedia is a very high authority website. So you can find related articles about VPN or maybe research reports and credible resources and link to them. This is another very good on-page SEO metric. Very good formatting, making your articles easy to read. Right now in the desktop view, the article is easy to read, but you should always have smaller paragraphs because in mobile view, this 3-line paragraph will become 7 to 8 lines. So make sure you have smaller lines, smaller paragraphs, so it's easier to read. Proper formatting, pros, cons. Here you can see it has proper formatting, star, badges, different heading, H1, H2, H3, H4 headings, bold, italics, bullet points. This will really help your article stand out, make it look nicer and easy to read, because the ultimate goal is for the person who is coming onto your website from Google search engine to give him or her a lot of value. You can do that by increasing the read time of your article. This can be done by creating formatted article, using a catchy intro. Intro is extremely important because this is the first time a person starts reading your article. So intro should be giving reasons about why the person should be reading the entire article while also solving the query of the person.
Hey guys, I hope this course is adding value in your life. If it does, the only thing I request in return is to like the video, subscribe to our channel and comment with any question that you might have. These 3 steps will have a positive impact on the YouTube algorithm and this video will be pushed to more people. This will help us scale the channel and will motivate us to create many more free courses in the future. Till now we have already covered SEO overview, SEO checklist, how to make your website penalty proof and SEO tips for a brand new website. Now later in the video, we will be covering advanced SEO strategies, mistake beginner SEO makes, and how to build backlinks the right way. I hope you're not just watching, but also making notes and implementing all the steps in order to become 10x better.
Now let's talk about the most important part of SEO, which is off-page SEO or building backlinks. Backlinks are not going anywhere. They are still relevant in 2021 and will always be relevant for at least next 2 to 3 years. High quality relevant backlinks are the best indicator for Google to understand whether the website should be preferred or not. The two words that are extremely important are high quality and relevant. Let's say I search for the keyword best dog food, and the first organic result is from dogfoodadvisor.com, the best dry dog foods for 2021. The first impression of the website is all about dogs, so it's highly relevant. The domain name also has dog food advisor, so dog food is already included in the domain name. So again, it's a very good signal if you're creating a website just for dog food. Let's check the traffic of the website. The website is driving 2 million visitors per month, so that's massive. So again, it shows that it's an authority. And if we scroll through the article, it's an affiliate website. If you don't know what an affiliate website is, we already have a very comprehensive free playlist on affiliate marketing. Make sure you watch that as well. So the website is recommending few products, and all these links are affiliate links. So they are getting a commission for all the sales that they are generating. But how will Google determine which website to rank number 1? As you already know that most of the people will click on number 1, number 2, number 3 or max number 4 result. After that, the click-through rate decreases by a significant amount. So the primary factor is backlinks. So let's add the URL in SEMrush. Let's look at the backlinks of this article. Let's select exact URL and let's see how many backlinks this article has. So this URL is driving 227,000 visitors per month. So that's massive. If we go into the backlink analytics, we'll see that this article has 377 referring domains. So that's really high. Let's check the quality of backlinks. Also the referring domains by authority score. If you don't know, authority score is something that shows the strength of a backlink. Higher the authority score, better is the quality of the backlink. But authority score is not the only factor. The backlink also needs to be relevant. So if Dog Food Advisor, the website is all about dog food. So a backlink that is coming from a dog related website is much more important than a backlink that is coming from a very general news website. Or if a backlink is coming from a very non-related domain like software or guitar, then Google will think, why would a guitar or a software based website link to a dog food website? So those are called shady backlinks. So even if the authority score of a website is very high, let's say if a backlink is coming from a software based website where the authority score of the website is 75, even then I will recommend to drop that backlink and rather focus on backlinks that are coming from very relatable website. Now we know that Chewy is one of the biggest dog related e-commerce brand on the internet. So if a backlink is coming from Chewy to this website, that will be extremely high quality because not only the backlink is coming from a very high authority website, but also the relevancy is extremely high. High authority score plus highly relevant will give you the best quality backlink. High authority score but low relevancy will not be a very good backlink for the website. So whenever you are creating backlinks for your website, make sure that both the factors, the authority score and relevancy, are up to the mark. If we check the referring domains of this particular URL, we can see AS means authority score. So Food Finder USA, it's a food-based website. Foods again is a food-based website, so somewhat relevant. Pet World Online is again a pet-based website, so it is again relevant to dogs because dog comes under a pet category. Health Gods, Review AZ, this must be an affiliate website. Let's sort the result according to authority score and try to find all the backlinks. You can also see the different articles from which the backlink is coming. So you can hover here and click on view to find the exact URL from which this article is getting the backlink. All are backlinks from coupon related websites which are not relevant. Here we can see poodleforum.com. It's in the pet category, dogs. So let's check the backlink that is coming from here. So we can click the URL, open the URL and see the exact anchor text that is used. Here we can see the best dry dog food 2019. So the title is very relevant to the article that we are trying to build backlink for. Again, we have the naked URL. Our naked URL is the one where we just enter the URL and we don't use anchor text. Anchor text is the keyword that is used to build backlink for. If we would have added this URL in the word like dog, then dog would become the anchor text for this article, for the backlink. In my experience, what I've seen is that all the backlinks that you're creating for the article, make sure that they look natural, like the best dry dog food, keep it to the minimum and only use the anchor text of your main keyword like best dog food or best dry dog foods. Only use the main anchor text once or twice in your overall backlink profile and use such anchor text only from the websites that are high authority and highly relevant because you really want to pass the link juice. But the distribution should be that most of the backlinks should be coming from naked URL. like here. The URL is the anchor text for the backlink. Similarly, you can also use your domain name as an anchor text. So Dog Food Advisor can also be the backlink. Here you can see the top anchors for this particular URL. You will see the naked URL is the most prominent one as the anchor text. Then they have the domain name again, 137 backlink from the domain name as anchor text. You can also see the anchor text distribution. See, the ultimate goal for any website when they are doing off-page SEO is to look as natural as possible. So don't try to use the same anchor text in all the backlinks. Try to vary it. Sometimes use the domain name, sometimes use the URL. Try different variations of your anchor text. Also, you can see the distribution is very clean here. The backlinks are not coming from similar websites. Rather, the distribution is very good. Also, 76% of the backlinks are coming from .com extension. Also, try to get the backlinks from your origin country. So if your website is targeting USA, then if most of the backlinks are coming from USA based websites, then it's much more beneficial than backlinks coming from maybe a Russian or a Philippines website, because that will look shady. Again, the ultimate goal is to look as natural as possible. So the best way to understand the different backlink profile is to search for your main keyword like best dry dog food and put the top 5 websites in SEMrush and export the result. You can export these referring domains. You can export the result in an Excel and study the different referring domains. Also try to understand the general distribution, like what kind of backlinks they are making. Are they forum backlinks? Are they guest post? Did they create some kind of an exclusive study? Are they infographic based backlinks? Or are they becoming author on the popular websites and then creating a backlink? For creating a backlink, there are multiple strategies. Before we go into the strategies, I just wanted to make you understand that the primary factors that you have to look at is the backlink should be coming from high authority and high relevancy website. Even if the authority is less, then the relevancy should never be compromised. The second is the anchor text distribution. If you're creating the backlinks using the same anchor text, then it will become shady. It will look shady. And the ultimate goal of a backlink building process is to look as natural as possible. The third thing is backlink velocity. Many of the SEO pros will tell you that always create the backlinks slowly. So if you publish an article, don't try to create all the backlinks in 1 month. As you can see, the number one ranking article for the keyword best dog food has over 377 different referring domains. Also, you should never look at the number of backlinks. Rather, you should always be looking at number of referring domains. The next important metric that you have to look at is the nofollow and the dofollow backlinks. Nofollow backlinks are not considered by Google, and only the dofollow backlinks are considered. The link juice is passed only in the dofollow backlinks. And here we can see the link attributes that only 6% of the backlinks are dofollow and the rest are nofollow backlinks. So even at the surface level, it might look very difficult to outbeat this competition. But then again, the do-follow contribution is not that high. So even if you're able to create more do-follow backlinks of high authority, high relevancy, then you'll be able to beat this particular URL. So when we talk about the link velocity, always try to build few links in a week. Don't try to build all the links in a single month. Now let's talk about the difficult part. How exactly can you build backlinks? It's very easy to say that you'll be able to build backlinks, but it's not that easy because if backlink building process was that easy, then Google will not make money. You have to understand that the primary revenue channel for Google is Google Ads. And if for a website, the process of getting to number one result for their target keyword becomes easy, then no one will pay Google for all the Google ad services they provide. Everyone will focus entirely on the organic search. So that is the reason SEO takes time. It requires a lot of patience. And if a process is very time consuming, then companies always prefer to pay Google to get themselves ranked for the target keywords in Google Ads section and make money that way. Now to build backlinks, there are a few tools that you will require. So go to marketersfeed.com, go to the My Tools section. The first tool that I've already told you is SEMrush. This is no doubt the best SEO tool out there. And without this tool, it will be difficult to do the competitive analysis or even finding the backlink opportunities. This will give you a list of all the opportunities, the data and the metrics that is required to build backlinks. The second tool that you'll require is scroll down and you'll find Hunter.io. Hunter.io will help you find the email address of all the websites, because to build backlinks, you need to do a lot of outreach. And for outreach, you need the email address. Hunter.io will make the job easier. It's a Chrome extension. And with a single click, you'll be able to find the email address of any website. Let me check what Hunter.io shows for my website, marketersfeed.com. Here you can see Hunter.io was able to find out one email address for my website. Similarly, with a Chrome extension, you can visit any website. Just click on the Chrome extension and you'll be able to find the email address. Yes, it's a paid tool. You get some credits for different pricing category. For $49 per month, you'll be able to get 500 searches per month. And also it gives you the option of verification. So all the email addresses it suggests, you can also verify it. They have their own technology where they send some ping and they will show you whether the email ID is actually working or not. So depending on whether you are working alone or whether you have an outreach team, according to that, you can select a plan that is perfect for you. The next tool that you will need is onlinejobs.ph. If you're doing everything alone, that it will be very difficult. You need a team to do the outreach. You need a team to do the heavy lifting. You can find the opportunities, but you need people to send all those emails. And for that, you can use onlinejobs.ph. I use the same company and I have created a freelance team just using onlinejobs.ph. All the workers here, you'll be finding them from Philippines. You'll find people from various different categories. You can outsource WordPress related work. You can find virtual assistants, admin related, customer support, business development. They have experienced freelancers for all the different categories of work that a business might require. Even your email outreach team can be created using onlinejobs.ph. Just put a posting and all the people who have the experience of email outreach, they will apply. Then you can take the interview and set up the team. We will be creating a very comprehensive video on how to hire the freelancers, how to train them, how to manage them in the future. So make sure you subscribe to watch that course as well. And the next tool that you will need is Buzzstream.com. Buzzstream is a link building and outreach software. It's a very popular outreach software and it makes the job very easy. Yes, there are other alternatives as well, like Gmass. With Gmass, you'll be able to do the outreach in your Gmail itself, but I usually prefer Buzzstream. With Buzzstream, you get a clean interface and also it offers many other features that are very beneficial. If you want me to create a comprehensive video on Buzzstream, explaining every option, the best tips and the tricks and the strategies, then comment below. If I get enough response, I'll create a comprehensive video in our community. If you guys don't know, apart from free courses we are launching, we also have a community. The link is in the description, or you can go to marketersfeed.com, click on join our community. This is an exclusive members only community. You can check the landing page and if you're interested, you can join it. So on the internet or on various other YouTube videos, you'll find multiple ways to build backlinks. Primarily, you will find guest posting, broken link building, resource page, backlink building. Some even recommend comments and forum profiles and social media profiles. Some people will tell you infographic outreach is the best. So there are multiple ways of building backlinks. I've been doing SEO for the last 7 years and I can tell you that not all techniques gives you the best result. Yes, guest posting, broken link building, resource page building are good tactics, but the ROI on all your investment won't be that great because see, you have to understand in 2021, most of the website owners know the price of a backlink, the value of a backlink and how important backlinks are in your SEO strategy. So if you pitch someone, if you send let's say 1,000 emails asking people to guest post on their website, then most of the people will know that they are looking for a backlink and they'll quote you a big amount. Even smaller website will ask you to pay $300, $400 for a single article. So in a way, in the end, you'll have to pay money to get those backlinks. I have a team of over 30 plus people who are sending thousands of emails on a monthly basis. And I can tell you from data and research, the best way to create backlinks are creating stat-based infographics or creating a resource which is very, very valuable to reporters or someone or the news media outlets who will love to report what you created. So instead of focusing all your energy in sending thousands of emails on doing some guest post where most of the people won't even open your email and most of the people will either ask you for money or will just tell you to show off, your focus should be on content marketing. Once you have created your website, once you have done the basic link building, like you have created the social media profiles of your website, you have done your on-page SEO, which is again very extremely important. The next thing that you should focus on is content marketing, creating content assets that are highly valuable. So instead of focusing your time on sending thousands of emails, rather you should focus your time along with your team's time in creating content that can create an impact and is highly relevant to your niche. So if your website is about guitars, then you should create something which is highly relevant to guitar, but at the same time very exclusive research, a stat-based infographic. Like here on this article, 10 content marketing case studies by Fractal. I love this company and what they do in terms of link building. I'll highly recommend you guys to go through this entire article and understand the approach that this company takes in link building. Not only you will get very high quality backlinks, but the SEO impact on your website will be 10x faster. Like some website created the estimated average yearly cost to maintain a home. So they found some data, they did some research, they created the data, and they then represented the data in visual form. Now that data is always covered by different news outlets, reporters, and all the big websites are very likely to pick up that data source and promote it. And with PR, you should understand that even if few of the big websites start posting something, then the news spreads like wildfire. All the different media outlets will start posting the same thing and you'll keep on getting multiple high quality backlinks because every news outlet, every big website has high domain authority. So the quality of backlinks will be very high. Like this, some particular website created this infographic on most Instagram plays. And they pulled the data from Instagram API. They identified the places where people were taking the most Instagram photos and they turned the data into a series of charts. And the results were they were able to get 40,000 social shares, 40% lift in organic US traffic, 40% lift from a single piece of content. So my recommendation for all of you will be to search for content marketing case studies. Even in my company, we never do guest posts. We never do sponsored posts. We never do forum comment backlinks or broken link building because I know the ROI of my effort will be very low. My team might send 10,000 different emails, but the results that I'll be getting are not worth the effort. Rather, my entire team only focuses on creating amazing quality content, amazing quality research-based data, statistics-based data, which we can represent visually. Like I'll give you my case. We have people who are doing the research. Then we have graphic designers who take the final data and then visualize it in a very beautiful manner. And then we have our outreach team, a team who will be sending the emails. And the tools that we use are again Hunter.io and BuzzStreams. We send thousands of emails to journalists, to reporters, and to people who are relevant to the industry we are promoting. Relevancy is again very important. Don't just shoot the emails to any random person. And when you are pitching something that is extremely useful, extremely valuable, then more and more people are likely to get intrigued by it, and they will be featuring your study, your research in their blog. I'll be creating a very comprehensive video on how to find the right topics, how to do the research, how to visualize that data in a graphical form, how to do the outreach, the email scripts, what are the objections that reporters have, all of that in a very comprehensive video in our upcoming SEO course. So make sure you subscribe for that course as well. But till then, I will recommend you guys to search for content marketing case studies keyword on Google and read through all the different case studies. Especially, I will highly recommend you guys to read the blog of blog.fractal and read the multiple guides on earning high quality backlinks, why content marketers, or any guide which covers about link building strategies by building amazing assets. Assets could be in the form of animated infographics, research-based data, stat-based data, and how to do the outreach. This will give you a lot of understanding on why and where to focus on. Yes, there are many YouTubers or many other SEO pros who will tell you that the best way to build backlinks is to enter the URL of your top websites for your target keyword, like in our case, Best Dog Food. Enter the URL of all the top websites in SEMrush, export the data, and for all the different websites that are linking to these articles, then email these websites to switch the link to your article. And trust me guys, this sounds very simple and sounds that you will be able to score links, but in my experience of sending thousands and thousands of emails, I can tell you that no one has the time to switch the links. No one has the time to even read your emails unless and until it's valuable to them. And also the quality of these backlinks won't be that great. Rather, focus your time and effort on the strategies that will actually give you results, that will actually create a valuable asset for you in the future, because you have to understand if you're getting a backlink from high authority, highly relevant website is much more important than 20 low quality backlinks. If you're loving our free courses, then you will surely love our community. If you're interested in weekly live streams, daily discussion, exclusive content, case studies, checklists, worksheet, courses, and on-demand videos, monthly challenges, networking and collaboration opportunities, Ask Me Anything sessions, expert interviews, and much more, then all you have to do is click on the link in the description and invest in your growth. We are running a 50% lifetime discount for first few members. Watching free courses is one thing. Being part of a community of like-minded individuals where everyone wants to excel, that experience is 10x better. Now let's go back to the video. Now let's talk about mistakes people make when they start doing SEO. Now the most common mistake I have seen people making is buying SEO packages. If you go to our page on online marketing tools, I recommend using Fiverr for hiring freelancers. I have used Fiverr a lot in outsourcing a lot of different works like podcast art, graphic design, maybe some clerical work, etc. I have used Fiverr for voiceovers and many other different work. But one thing that you should never use Fiverr for is for SEO packages. Like if you search for backlinks, you will find many people who are offering backlink services. Like he will do SEO backlink with Blogger Outreach, 150 SEO backlinks, he will build backlinks, contextual backlink, all of this. Never ever trust these services. Never ever spend your hard-earned money on all these idiotic services. Although you'll see that all these services are rated 5-star and even the number of people giving these reviews are very high, like 1,600 plus. But never ever trust these services. These people will take your money, and the quality of backlinks or the backlinks they will make, instead of helping your website, it will just harm your website. If it was that easy to buy the backlinks and get your website number one, then don't you think that every person will do that? Why would someone spend months or years of their time building backlinks to a particular article which might make money him in the future? Why would someone even spend hundreds and thousands of dollars in creating contextual backlinks, sending thousands of emails, creating amazing infographics like I have shown you in the video? It's not that easy. So never buy SEO packages from websites like Fiverr.com or even search for SEO packages, you will find many websites. You can see Fiverr here, you can see Straight North. I'm not sure about these websites, but I can vouch that never ever buy any SEO package. Even if you're going for a SEO agency or a SEO company, usually you won't find a very high quality agency. Most of them will just take your hard earned money and won't give you the results, because SEO is something you don't get instant results. Unlike paid media campaign, so if you're running Facebook ads and if you give someone $1,000, you will know how much profit you make and what's the ROI of that investment. But with SEO, it's something which you really cannot track. And also, if you want to track, the results will come in 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years down the line. So it's extremely difficult to track. So only go for high quality companies which are tried and tested. Rather, I recommend to always create a team of your own. So that is the reason I recommend companies like Fiverr.com for hiring freelancers. And even I hire a lot of people from onlinejobs.ph. You can try this company as well. And to track the freelancers, I recommend using Hubstaff, because whenever you are hiring freelancers, you need to track their time. And Hubstaff is the time tracking software and the productivity tool I use to manage my freelancers. The other mistake people make is not having a comprehensive SEO strategy. They think that SEO is something that can be learned within a few minutes or an hour. And then the next day they will drive thousands of visitors to their blog. It doesn't work like that. As I told you earlier, that SEO has over 200 ranking factors. And although you don't have to focus on all those factors, but yes, you need to know what factors are the most important. And also you need to understand SEO in a very comprehensive way. You should know on-page SEO, off-page SEO. You should know how to write the content, how to promote the content, how to build the backlinks. Because building backlinks is again a very long process. But then again, you might waste many months of your life doing something which won't give you results. Like focusing on guest posts is something that I don't like. I rather will focus on creating amazing infographics or data-driven posts, which might take me a month to make, but then again the results I will get will be far better than focusing on guest posts. Now the next mistake people make is not focusing on EAT, which is expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Trust me guys, in the coming years Google is getting more and more difficult and they want to only focus on brands. They don't want to rank a website which is very low quality or spammy. Rather, they only want to focus on brands. The websites they think are good enough, the websites they think are high quality. So try to do as many things as possible to create the EAT for your brand. I've already shared a lot of techniques in this particular video, like having a about page, creating social media profiles, having images of your brand, writing high quality articles, not having grammatical errors, having editors, clean logo, website structure, technical audit, make your website extremely fast, giving references. Especially if you're in a finance or a medical niche, make sure that you have the right experts on your website with a proper profile, their accreditation, so that Google knows that the website is trustworthy. Having a YouTube channel really helps a lot, because that directly tells Google that yes, the website is worthy. And also if you have a good following on YouTube, that will also help you in getting a higher brand query. And that will again help you in getting more trust in Google's eye. Now talking about branding is something that is extremely important in the coming years. Now if you look at my website, marketersfeed.com, we'll be focusing a lot on building a brand. So not just the website, we will be focusing a lot on creating a very massive YouTube channel so that Google thinks, okay, the website is trustworthy. We'll be focusing on TikTok, Instagram, podcasts, Pinterest. We'll be focusing on creating a very big brand so that in terms of Google's eye, whenever they are linking for Marketer Feed, Google knows that this is not a very spammy website. Rather, this is run by a company. This is run by a very reputable brand, and what we are providing is extremely helpful and valuable in nature. So the probability of my website hitting with a penalty will be almost zero. So if I am doing everything right, if I am pleasing Google in every possible way, then Google will never hit me with a penalty, right? Google is not partial. It's not like they hate few websites and or maybe they have some management where they pick, okay, I don't like this website, I'll hit it with a penalty. No, it's a machine. There are millions and millions of websites. They cannot humanly possible do it in a one-on-one basis. They are machines, they have algorithms, and all you have to do is understand the motive of Google. Google is a search engine. They want to make money and they want to deliver good results. And they always give you the guidelines on what they expect a webmaster to do. And if you follow all the rules, they will happily reward you. Like I showed you earlier that many of the websites saw an increase of 200% in their traffic when a Google update came, because those websites were doing things right. So never always look at the negative side, the websites that are dropping in ranking. Rather look at the good sides that are gaining in traffic, the good things they are doing. And the next best thing you can do is subscribe to our channel because we are consulting many people in SEO strategy. We ourselves have many websites that we are doing SEO experiments on, and we will be sharing all of that on this channel. That too for free. You don't have to pay anything. It's not like I'm asking you for $1,000 for my consultation. We never do that. Marketer Feed is a brand that is built on trust, built on delivering value. Everything will be free. Be it my podcast, be it my knowledge. The whole brand is built upon giving more and more value, because if I deliver value to you guys, you will start loving the brand, and that is what we want. Now let's talk about few of the common questions people have. How long does it take for my website to rank? Well, there is no set answer. As I told you earlier, if you're using SEMrush, I have already showed you how different factors affect the ranking of a website. If you're a brand new website which is built on a brand new domain, it might take many months to just get your articles indexed. Also, especially if you don't have a team, if you don't have a very big team who's doing all the social media. Like for Marketers Feed, we have a very big team. Some people are managing the podcast editing, video editing. Some people are managing the social media. So I have a very big team who is helping me create this brand. If I do it alone, it might take many years for me to even create all these courses, because it requires a lot of research, a lot of effort, and it's a combined effort. More if you're following our blogging course or affiliate marketing course and you're building a small website and the keyword difficulty is in the range of 50, 60 or somewhere close to that. And if you're following all the steps, if you're doing the outreach, if you're doing the on-page SEO, off-page SEO, you're building a brand, you're putting in the effort, you're putting in the hours that are required, then it might take your website for 6 months to 12 months to start ranking. And after 12 months, you'll be making a decent income. Now, the next question is, does social media links matter? Well, as I told you earlier, in terms of expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, the EAT algorithm of Google, in that way, the social media links will matter. But if you're thinking of creating social media links just to create those backlinks, no, they won't be helpful. But yes, as I told you earlier, that you are creating a brand, you should focus only on creating a brand for your website in order to stay relevant, in order to beat your competition, and in order to SEO proof your website for the coming years. Then you should create social media channels, and also not just create the channels, but also post different stuff on social medias. Only then your website will be relevant. Now let's talk about few of the SEO tips that will do wonders to your SEO traffic. Although we will be coming up with a very comprehensive SEO course very soon on the channel, make sure you subscribe to learn more about that. But in this section, I'll be going through a few quick tips that you can implement on your website to make your website safe from all the penalties, and also to make your website very likable in terms of Google search engine. So I've already covered about this earlier in the video. Never have exact match domain. Like if you have a website about acoustic guitar, or maybe you are doing reviews of guitars, or maybe you are making a website about tips on guitar, then let's say if you're targeting the query best acoustic guitar, then instead of creating a website like bestacousticguitars.com, rather create a brandable domain. Like here you can find the #1 ranking website name is musicradar.com, which is a very brandable domain because it covers the category as a music. Again, the second result, guitarworld.com, is again covering category guitar as the main focus. Instead of directly creating a website only specific on a single query, rather create a brand that will also help you in scaling the website, and that will also help you stay safe from the Google penalties, because Google never likes an exact match domain like best acoustic guitar. Now, a few of you might ask me about the website backlinko.com. This website also has backlink in the domain name, but then again, that's a good factor. As I told you earlier, guitarworld.com has the main keyword guitar in the domain name. So that's a good signal to Google, telling Google that the website covers everything about guitar. Similarly, having the word backlink in the domain name really gives a very strong signal to Google. The website will be covering everything about backlinks, and that to the super category SEO. You will see that all these websites, be it Guitar World, Backlink, or even my website Marketers Feed, we never talk about anything which is not related to our main category. So if Brian Dean is creating a website about backlink, so all the articles will be related to SEO. Similarly, Guitar World will have all the articles related to guitar or anything that is very common or very overlapping with guitars. That is how you create a brand. And especially in 2021 and in coming years, by creating a brand, you are really making your website very pleasing to the Google search engine, because as the year passes, more and more preference is given to a brandable domain, a brandable website compared to a very small or a website which does not focus on creating a brand. This is why I also recommend to create multiple properties, not just the website, but also to create your social media profiles. Like we have a YouTube channel, we have an Instagram, we have Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter, and all of these are creating an ecosystem about the main brand marketersfeed.com. Also, as I told you earlier, the number of searches of your brand name. Here the website we have searched on SEMrush, tripadvisor.com. Here you can see the keyword volume of the word tripadvisor.com or TripAdvisor is 450,000 per month. So that's massive. Because if people are searching for the brand name, if people are searching for the domain name, that's a very good signal to the Google search engines that the website is a brand. Because there's a big probability you might be searching for Nike shoes instead of searching for shoes. So that really shows Google that people actually trust this brand. People are actually searching for the brand name. That shows a very good trust signal, very good authoritativeness signal to the Google search engine, and will help your website become a better brand. The next amazing thing that you can do for your articles and for getting more on-page juice for your website is doing the internal link the correct way. If you go to our website marketersfeed.com to the My Tools section, then you can search for Link Whisper. So Link Whisper is an amazing tool. It's a WordPress plugin that will do the internal linking on autopilot for your website. I've been using it for all my websites, be it an affiliate blog, be it a non-affiliate blog, even Marketer's Feed, we use Link Whisper. So with the help of Link Whisper, the plugin will give you a recommendation of all the best internal link for all your articles, and you'll be easily able to create all the internal links and help all the articles rank. If you want a comprehensive step-by-step tutorial on how to use Link Whisper, then comment below. If I get enough comments, I'll make a comprehensive video in our community. So taking the case of this article of guitarworld.com, best acoustic guitar, you can see they have internal links to best acoustic guitar for beginners, best acoustic guitar under $500, best acoustic guitars under $1,000. And you'll also see that all these articles are related to the main query best acoustic guitars. This is another very important metric. So all the articles that you are internal linking from your main article or whatever article you're talking about, make sure all the links are to the relevant articles. So if your article is about acoustic guitar, an internal link to an article like best acoustic guitar for beginners is highly relevant. Similarly, an internal link to a best acoustic guitar under $500 is very relevant because people are more likely to click on this. But let's say on the top of this article, you link to an article like best piano chairs. So that is not relevant to the guitar category, right? So always try to internal link to the articles that are highly relevant to the main article. And whenever you are internal linking, make sure you use the main keyword. Here you can see they have used the keyword best acoustic guitars for beginners. They could have used other text like which guitar a beginner should use. No, but rather they focused on the main keyword because they must be using a SEO software like SEMrush or Ahrefs, where they know that best acoustic guitar for beginners is another very popular keyword with a high search volume. Also, people have the tendency to search for keywords like best XYZ under the amount of dollars or whatever their budget is. So people search for best mobile under $1,000, best mobile under $100. So then again, this kind of query also have high search volumes. So even while doing internal linking, they are making sure they are passing the link juice while also focusing on the keyword for which the internal linked article they want to get ranked for. So they want to get this article ranked like best acoustic guitar for beginners. You can see in the URL as well, they have the main keyword. This is another recommendation I give. This is another tip. Always make sure that your main query, your main keyword is the main URL. So best acoustic guitar for beginners. If it would have been me, I would have stopped the URL till here. I would not have added these keywords like beginner acoustic guitars because the main keyword becoming this. And since the internal link is also coming from the main keyword, this will help get this article ranked at a better position. So all the number of links that you get made for this article, some of the link juice will be passed from this link to this article and it will benefit this article as well. Also try to add a lot of different internal links. Like again, you can see best guitar straps, best 12 string guitars. All these are keywords they might have seen from SEMrush or any other keyword tool they are using. And all these are internal links are do follow links. You can see we have the no follow Chrome plugin. There is no red box on this keyword, just like on these one, because these are affiliate links. Another tip is that all the affiliate links should be no follow in nature. Never make an affiliate link do follow because that is not the recommendation Google offers. Again, you will find best acoustic bass guitar, best classical guitars. All these are relevant to the main category best acoustic guitars and they are using the different keywords. So you can try this tool Link Whisper. I have been using it on all my websites. You will also find this very valuable. The next tip is that I have already shared with you on this video is focus on the user experience. As I've told you in the coming years and also especially in 2021, the only thing that really matters in terms of SEO is how the person is behaving, whether the person found the article valuable and how the user is behaving on the article. So make sure your website speed is extremely fast. Your website is loading under 2 seconds. Try to get it as fast as possible. If you can get it under 1 second, that's even better because that is a better user experience for the person. Your article have no grammatical mistake. They have shorter paragraphs because that is easier to read, easier to skim through. Make sure you check your article on mobile as well because 70 to 80% of your traffic will be coming from mobile source. And reading on mobile is very different from reading on desktop. So this 6-line paragraph will become almost 12 to 13-line paragraph on a mobile and that will be difficult to read. So always try to write smaller paragraph, max 2 to 3 lines. Also try to be very one-on-one in the kind of text you are writing because if your text is engaging, people will spend more time on your article. That is another very good signal to Google that the person is spending more time on the article. So it might be useful to the person. Because you have to understand that Google is a machine. No one is actually coming onto their article. They have different parameters they are looking at while judging which website to rank number 1 for the target query. Also try to add different multimedia, different tables. They have used different colors, created a very good looking brand, showing authority. So this article is following all the good tactics of a good SEO article. They have different features, bold, italics, pros, cons, plus, minus, another use of icons. Internal linking is done very nicely, bullet points. So all this really adds on to the user experience and helps the person achieve the target of finding the right or the best acoustic guitar. Now comes another very important point, that is technical SEO. So if you're using SEMrush on my recommendation, then doing the technical SEO will be very easy for you, because if you scroll down, you'll find the option site audit. Now technical SEO is something that might take some time for you to understand and some time for you to master. Here I have already added the website, but you can also add another project. Like you can add a new project, you can add the domain name. So all you have to do is enter the domain name, project name, be it Guitar World, and create project. And from there, you can select the number of pages you want to get crawled. So technical SEO is more about crawling through your entire website as if the Google crawler is crawling your website. It will crawl through all the pages on your website, and it will give you recommendations on where your website is lacking. It could be that some of the pages don't have the meta title, maybe your website speed is slow, maybe your internal links are not correctly done, maybe you have some broken links, maybe some of the images are not properly resized, maybe some of the images are very heavy. So all the technical recommendations in terms of SEO that your website should follow, you will be given a very comprehensive list if you do the site audit. I, along with my team members, have the habit of doing the site audit of all my websites in the first week of every month. Because even doing such small things can really have a huge impact on your website, especially if you have an established website. Especially if you have a website that is already driving traffic, then doing a site audit itself will help you drive more traffic. Site audit also comes under the user experience, because if your website has less errors, that means Google crawler will find your website more attractive. So all you have to do is add the limit. Your website might have 200, 500 or whatever the size of your website. You can add the number of pages you want to get audited, crawl source, and start the site audit. I have already done the audit on my website. You can see the site health score for my website is given 84%. So there might be a few errors that I need to fix. The website is HTTPS in nature. The performance of the website is 97%. And internal linking is 92%. So for our website marketersfeed.com, we haven't yet done the site audit. So looking at the metrics here, all you have to do is click on the website marketersfeed.com or whatever the domain name you add. Depending on the size of the website, the audit might take few minutes to an hour. So this will give you a comprehensive report of the website health. So I have achieved a score of 84%. I usually go for a score that is at least 95% or above, because that is a clear indication the website is doing good in terms of technical SEO. Here you can see the website crawlability is 97%, the website is 98% HTTPS. The core web vitals are poor, so that's a very good indication that my website is struggling in some area. There are 112 warnings. Also, if you want to check all the warnings, all you have to do is click on this warning sign. And this gives you all the different parameters where the website is struggling. Like 45 outgoing internal links contain no follow attributes, 20 issues identified with unminified JavaScript and CSS file. This comes under the site speed section. Again, 12 pages don't have the H1 heading. So I won't be going through all the options because there are countless different options. I will be covering technical SEO in a very comprehensive video in our upcoming SEO course. So you should subscribe to learn more about that. These are the various pages that have been crawled by SEMrush. These are the statistics. So now you can see the power of SEMrush and why I recommend SEMrush as the best SEO tool out there, because not only you can do the competitive analysis, not only you can do the paid media analysis, but you can also do the technical SEO. Apart from that, I haven't yet covered content marketing, social media. There's so many more options in SEMrush, and this is why having SEMrush is a must for every digital marketer. I'm not trying to over promote SEMrush, but I'm just telling you, if you want to do SEO, if you want to become good in digital marketing, then having SEMrush is a must. That's why we have a special partnership with them. If you use my link, you'll get a 14-day trial. Since you can see that the core web vitals are poor, that means the website speed must be an issue. I have already covered why website speed is an extremely important factor in terms of Google AI, because Google wants the website to be extremely fast. They want to give a very good user experience to all the users who are searching on Google platform. To check the website speed, you can use multiple tools. All you have to do is search for the keyword, check website speed. You'll find multiple websites. I usually check the website speed on 3 different websites: GTmetrix, Pingdom, and Google PageSpeed. Let's check the website speed of guitarworld.com. Analyze. Also try to select the server that is closest to the audience you are targeting. So let's say Guitar World is targeting the audience in the USA region. So let's select North America, start test, GTmetrix, Guitar World, and start test. It might take a couple of seconds for the insights to load. So just wait for a few seconds. So here you can see Pingdom has come up with the results. So guitarworld.com is loading in 2.72 seconds and the performance grade is D, which is not very good. I usually recommend the performance grade to be at least A and the load time to be under 2 seconds. Number of requests are also very high, 501. Let's check the page speed insights. Here you can see Guitar World is scoring 44 for the mobile experience and 58 for the desktop experience, which are not good numbers. If I was the owner of Guitar World, the website which is driving almost 3.3 million visitors, even improving on these small things like website speed will really help create a better user experience. And this step alone will increase the website traffic by a huge margin. I'm sure about that. So the website should work on their speed metrics. Let's try the website of Backlinko on page speed insight. Somehow GTmetrix test failed for guitarworld.com. Let's try backlinko.com. For the Backlinko, mobile experience is 62 and desktop experience is a very good signal, a 94 in the desktop experience. Again, very good numbers here on Pingdom as well. You can see website is scoring a grade of B, which is again in a green region. And the website is loading under 1 second, only in 415 milliseconds. So that is very, very good. The website is loading at a very fast A. Since Brandon is in the space of SEO, he knows the power and the importance of website speed. So that is why he must have worked a lot on increasing the website speed. You already know, if you have seen our affiliate marketing course and blogging course, then you know that I recommend WP Rocket to make your website lightning fast. This plugin alone will take care of your website speed. You don't have to do anything else. Just install this plugin and just watch my affiliate marketing or the blogging course where I have covered what kind of settings you need to implement and your website will become extremely fast. You also know that I recommend Short Pixel or the image compression plugin. You can also use this to compress the images, or you can use the free version of any free JPEG compressor. But if you want to do the entire website in bulk, then you can use the Short Pixel WordPress plugin. This makes the job much easier. Or you can go to the freelancer section, click on try Fiverr, and you'll be redirected to fiverr.com. Here you can find various people who might do the speed optimization of your website. Click on speed WordPress. Click on WordPress speed optimization, click on search. Here you'll find multiple people who will do good speed optimization of your website and will make your website faster. You can select any good services here. So these are the various options that can help make your website extremely fast. The next tip I have already shared with you is to make your article 100 times better than the article that is ranking on the #1 result. So if you're targeting a query like best acoustic guitar, so the first thing that you have to do is make your article much better than the article that is already ranking. I have already shown you that for this, you can use a tool like Surfer SEO. If you go to the My Tools section of Marketer's Feed, scroll down and go to the SEO Tools category and try Surfer SEO. I've already covered how to use Surfer SEO. This is an absolutely amazing tool to make your articles become 10 times better than your competitors. Now let's talk about all the best places that you should follow to learn SEO or to update your SEO knowledge. Now, not to blow my own horn, but I will recommend you guys to subscribe to my channel. Because just like this comprehensive video where we have covered everything A to Z about SEO, we will be coming up with a very comprehensive SEO course in the next few days on this channel. So make sure you subscribe. In that course, we'll be covering everything about SEO from the practical implementation, also in a very structured way, also about various new techniques that we are using on all our blogs. But if this is not enough, then the best place I use to update my SEO knowledge and also to keep myself updated about various SEO updates and SEO news, then I go to Search Engine Land and Search Engine Journal. Both of these websites update about the SEO news, whether there is a penalty, whether there is a SEO update, whatever changes Google is making. Usually you will find these two websites covering about it. If I want very comprehensive techniques and tactics that are working for SEO, then I usually go for backlinko.com and blog section. Brandon also covers very comprehensive SEO courses and SEO tactics, but many times I have found that some of the tactics Brandon recommends are outdated. They don't work anymore, but it's a good place to start if you're a beginner. Then you can also go to Moz News and Moz.com section. They also have different editors and writers working and writing a lot about SEO. The next best place to learn about SEO is to go for podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts. If you are not subscribed to my podcast, then I'll highly recommend you guys to also follow and subscribe to my podcast. I will be covering about SEO news as well. It covers all the tactics, tips, news about digital marketing, SEO, online business, so much more. So here, apart from my podcast, you can search for SEO on Google Podcast or whatever podcast player you're using. It could be Apple Podcast or other things. and you can find relevant SEO related shows and subscribe to them. This will also help you update your SEO knowledge. The next big tactic to really increase your website traffic, I usually recommend this tactic once your website has become a brand or once your website is driving significant amount of traffic, that is at least 1 million visitors per month, is to go multilingual. You'll find all the big companies doing this, be it Apple.com, TripAdvisor, all the big companies, once they want to scale, they try to scale geographically. So if you're targeting a keyword like best acoustic guitar, the maximum search volume cannot be increased by you. So if let's say 20,000 people are searching for this keyword per month, and if you really want to expand, then there is no possible way to ask more people to search for the keyword, right? So the only possible way is to target the same keyword in multiple languages. So many people might be searching for the same keyword in Spanish, French, Chinese, Russian, Hindi, all the various popular languages in the world. And what if you will be able to rank for all these different languages? That is the way how companies scale their brand. So even popular companies like Canva.com or even Apple.com, you will see they have different websites for different geographies. Like if you go to Canva.com, we have already covered how much traffic they are getting from US geography. If you click on the BR, which is the Brazil country, and scroll down, you will see the top pages have this particular section, PT_BR for all the different pages that are ranking on Canva.com for their BR related, which is the Brazil related pages. If you check out a couple of articles here, you'll see the languages is Portuguese as recommended by Google. So for the same page, they have created a Brazil repository and they have done it in the subdirectory. So there are two ways to make your website multilingual. Either you can go subdirectory by creating a folder in your website and adding all the Brazil or whatever geography you're targeting related content in a particular subdirectory, like they have done in PT_Brazil, BR. And here I've also taken the example of Skyscanner, which is a cheap flight searching platform. They also have various geographies like Spain, Mexico, etc. If you click on Spain ES and scroll down and look at the top pages, so instead of subdirectory, like the Canva has done by creating subfolder, they have created a subdomain like espanol.skyscanner.com. So you can see they are going the subdomain route. Most of the companies you'll find they will go the subdirectory route. That is the domain name will remain the same, canva.com, and they will have different directories. That is PT_BR for Brazil, PT_IN for India, such directories for different geographies they are targeting. We will be covering about how to make your website multilingual in WordPress. We will be covering all about that in our upcoming SEO course. So make sure you subscribe to learn more about this. And also you will find the competition in various different languages like Portuguese, Spanish, Hindi. The competition or the keyword difficulties are not that high because most of the people, most of the SEO space is targeting the English language. That is why the competition or the keyword difficulties are very high. But if you go for different languages, you will find the keyword difficulties are very low and it is much easier to rank a website in these different languages compared to English. So there's a huge opportunity and you'll find all the seasoned or the experienced SEO targeting these low keyword difficulty keywords in various other languages, and they have started moving away from English and rather creating and building websites in all these different languages to be able to still remain relevant and to make money online. We will be sharing various case studies about how to create a multilingual website and make money on this channel in the future. Hey guys, congratulations on being the very few people who have watched this entire free course till the end. Give yourself a pat on the back. If you are watching this, comment below made it till the end, along with the playback speed at which you watch the course. It will be fun.
As always, like the video and subscribe to our channel. These two steps alone are the biggest motivation for us to launch many more free courses in the future. Do you want courses that are worth over $1,000? Then click here to watch our entire free digital marketing mastery course and click here to watch our free affiliate marketing mastery course.